Most people believe that how others perceive them is mainly determined by what they say. They believe that communication is primarily about words, arguments, and explanations. But psychological research suggests something different. In many situations, the brain evaluates signals long before it evaluates words. Tone of voice, posture, emotional reactions, and behavioral consistency often shape first impressions much more strongly than spoken explanations. These subtle signals operate almost invisibly, but they strongly influence how people interpret confidence, authority, trust, and emotional stability. Understanding these signals can reveal something interesting about human perception. People are constantly reading each other, even when no one says anything. The human brain evolved in environments where quickly evaluating others was important for survival. Thousands of years ago, recognizing signals of safety or danger could determine whether someone survived or not. Because of this evolutionary history, the brain developed the ability to scan behavior extremely quickly, often within seconds. People form impressions about whether someone appears confident, stable, trustworthy, or unpredictable. These impressions are rarely conscious decisions. They are automatic interpretations created by the nervous system. The brain notices small patterns in behavior. How quickly someone reacts, how steady their voice sounds, whether their body language appears relaxed or tense. All of these signals contribute to the impression other form. Other most powerful signals the brain interprets is emotional stability. People who react strongly to every small challenge may appear unpredictable, but people who remain calm in uncertain situations often appear stable. Stability communicates something important to the nervous system: safety. When someone appears emotionally stable, others may unconsciously feel more relaxed in their presence. This is one reason calm individuals are often perceived as natural leaders, not necessarily because they try to dominate conversations, but because their behavior suggests emotional regulation. Another powerful signal is non reactivity. When someone reacts immediately to criticism or disagreement, the brain emotional activation, but when someone pauses, observes, and responds calmly, the interaction changes. The conversation slows down, the emotional intensity decreases, and the person who remains calm often becomes the psychological center of the interaction. This does not mean suppressing emotions. It simply means allowing space between stimulus and response. This space communicates awareness and control. Clear boundaries are another signal people notice quickly. Boundaries do not require aggression or confrontation. Sometimes the most powerful boundary is simply saying a clear no without anger or apology. Calm boundaries communicate self respect, and self respect often influences how others behave in response. When someone consistently respects their own limits, others tend to recognize those limits as well. Trust is also shaped by behavioral consistency. When someone behaves differently in every situation, others may feel uncertain about how to interpret them. But consistent behavior creates predictability, and predictability allows the brain to relax. People often trust those who behave in a stable and predictable way over time. Trust is rarely built through dramatic gestures. It is usually built through small consistent signals repeated over time. Human communication is much deeper than words. People constantly interpret subtle signals in tone, behavior, and emotional reactions. Understanding these signals can increase awareness of how interactions unfold. Sometimes the most powerful message you send is not something you say. It is stability, awareness, and calm presence you bring into the moment. And often those invisible signals shape perception far more than words ever could.